Hi, welcome all. In this video, we will see handling web elements part 2. So in our previous video, we have seen that part 1, we have seen how to handle text boxes, check boxes, radio buttons and buttons. So right, the same way we'll see more. So in this video, we'll see how to find multiple elements, how to get text of a particular element, get attribute of a particular element, get the title of a web page and get the URL of the web page. So we'll see all these things as part of this video. So for this, first to go to the website which we are using. So this is the website demo.automationtesting.in/this.html. So here I may have so many elements, means so many text boxes, I have so many links, I have so many check boxes, radio button, something like that. Okay, so sometimes I need to find how many links are there on my web page, right? It may be 100 or 200 or 300, 10, 20, I don't know, but I need to find how many links are there on my web page. And the same way, can you tell me how many text boxes are there on my web page? Can you tell me how many buttons are there on my web page? Right. So this is my requirement. Then how you can do that? Till now, we are just finding an element uniquely, but it is not a unique identification. Here I am finding more than one element at a time. I need to find more than one element. How many links mean? It may be single link or most of the times more than one link. How many text boxes are there? Means more than one text box. So I cannot find uniquely. So how you can do here? Right. So for this, first go to, we'll do one thing. We'll inspect. I'm not very sure, but I'll give /input. When I say /input, it is giving me 12. You see here. So here 1 of 12 means total 12 inputs are there. 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12. Okay, we have 12. When I try to write the code also, it has to give me 12 elements, right? When I try to find the count of inputs, then it has to give me the count 12. So we'll see that whether it is giving 12 or not. So I'll go to Eclipse. I'll try to create one more class, that is find multiple elements. Okay, public static void main. From my previous code, I'll copy paste this much and come here. Then I'll do the same thing here. Okay, I'll close this, no problem. So first what I'll do, first I'll find multiple text boxes, right? Inputs, that is input. The second, what I'll do, find multiple buttons, that is button tag, right? Sometimes input will also be for the buttons, but anyhow we'll see. And third, I'll try to find multiple links. Links means that is anchor tag, a tag. Okay, now the fourth one is we'll find the count of the elements. Okay, and fifth, what we can do, we'll print all the links. Okay, we'll try to print all the links. We'll try to see all these scenarios, so one by one. Okay, That's it. Now first what I'll do, I moved there. I need to find multiple elements. So driver dot find element and find elements. So find element means only one element. You see that find element will give you web element. Find elements will give you list of web elements. Okay, it will give you single web element, here list of web elements. This is one of the important interview questions. What is the difference between find element and find elements? Okay, what is the difference between find element and find elements? So find element will give you single web element, find elements will give you list of web elements with the matching, what do you say, locator. Okay, now I am interested in finding more than one element. That is the reason find elements, and then you need to give by dot, I'll say text path. What is the text path? Double slash input. Okay, then what it will give you back? So list of web elements. So what I'll do is equals to here list of web element and then text boxes, right? Text boxes. So we need to import web element from the java.util, not from the java.awt, it is from java.util. You see that java.util.list, and in the same way web element. So that's it. Now we found all the elements. So how you can print how many elements are there, right? So I am finding the elements. Then how and make sure that I found multiple text boxes. So we'll find the count of the elements. I don't know. Until I print, how I'll come to know that how many elements. It just found. We need to perform some action, right? So I'll say system.out.println count of all the text boxes or inputs on the web page, and then I'll just append that text boxes, right? So what will happen? I'm not getting any error, but we'll give a try. What will happen? We'll see. We'll play with this. Right, open the browser. It loaded, that's it. When you go to this, you see that count of all text boxes are input on the web page. It is giving me something like this. See, Chrome driver, Chrome or Mac, xpath slash input slash input slash input slash input slash input. It is printing all the web elements. These are all web elements. So what is this I am printing? This is list of web elements, right? But I need to find how many text boxes are there. So on the list, if I want to find the elements inside the list, we have one of the methods on the list dot size. Size is a method. See, it will return int. You see, it will return int. You see, return the number of elements in the list. Okay, so I need to use this method. So I'll try to execute run as Java application. Yeah, it loaded. So we'll go to Eclipse. You see that 12. We got the 12 right in the application also. You see 12. In the same way, I am getting the same count, 12. Right. Now what we'll do, we'll try to find buttons. Okay, we'll try to find the buttons. The same way, a list of web element, right, multiple element means I'll say buttons is equals to driver dot find elements, then by dot I'll say tag name, right. We already discussed that tag name is most of the times useful for find the multiple elements. The reason is a web page may contain with the same tag name multiple elements. You see that if it is input tag, so many text boxes, right, anchor tag, so many links. The same way here button means if it is a button tag means it will represent the button. So by using the tag name it is easy to find the elements which are more than one. So what I'll do the same thing, SYSO count of all the buttons on the web page, and I'll simply append this. What is that? Buttons dot size, right, buttons dot size, simple. I'll try to execute the same thing and we'll see what will happen. I don't know how many buttons are there, but we'll see. Yeah, it's done. So we'll go to Eclipse. You see that there are 3 buttons. We'll try to verify, I don't know exactly, but we'll see. Button, you see that 3 buttons it is giving. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 is somewhere it is, I think somewhere, I don't know where exactly it is, but there are one more button tag. Okay, so this is working perfectly. Now we are saying one more, that find multiple links, right? So we'll give a try once again. The same logic, list of web element, I said links is equals to driver dot find elements by dot I say XPath. Here XPath is double slash a, right, double slash a. We'll go there. There's a double slash a. It is giving 86, but I am not very sure. The reason is, you see that double slash a Ajax. Here also one. See, it is when you remove this, the search box will do find by string, selector, and XPath. 3 things. The normal string and CSS selector and XPath. When I say double forward slash a, it is giving me this text also. That is the reason it is giving 86. But the real time, the actual anchor tags might be less than this 86. Should be. The reason is it is finding slash a. Whenever there is double slash a, it is finding those. Okay, this is not the exact count, but after writing the code, we'll get the exact count. So the tag now SISO count of all the links on the web page. So I'll print links dot size. That's it. We'll give a try. Yeah, it loaded. So I'm done. You see that it is giving 84. It's giving the same thing. It is giving 86. Means these kind of normal text are there. Those are 2. Excluding those things, it is giving me the perfect count 84. Okay, there are 84 links on my web page. Okay, this is, and we'll print all the links, right? We said that we'll print all the links. How you will print? Okay, how will you print? So we need to understand one thing here. will give it a link. You see that here it is a link. The link represent href attribute. Okay, href attribute. Okay, we'll do one thing before coming to this. We'll go to try to this get text of a particular element, get attribute of a particular element. We'll see all these things. Once it is completed, we'll come back to this find printing all the links. Okay, so go here. I'll try to create one more class. I'll name it as basic API. Okay, basic API. Public static void main, this one. So what we are going to discuss here? Okay, what we are going to discuss here? Print particular web element text. Web element text. Okay, and the second thing is here we'll say first one. Second thing, print title of the web page. The title of the web page, and print or get. Okay, also print or get. Here also print or get the URL of the web page. Okay, URL of the web page. In the same way, fourth, print or get attribute of the web element, particular web element. And what else? Print the page source of the web page. Okay, these things we try to see. These are very much helpful and very frequently used, and there may be chance of asking questions: how to get the title of the web page, how to get the URL of the web page, how to print the source of, how to get the attribute value. All these things there is a chance of facing the interview questions. So very simple but important. So first what I'll do, particular web element text, right? So I'll go to the same. We'll do one thing. I'll move these things to the top. Okay. The readiness code will be in the cleaner way, neat way. Okay. Here I need to take this much code and then paste here. Okay. Now first thing is I need to find the web element text. So go to the here I want to print full name. Okay. I want to get the text of this label. So this is label. Okay, this is, there is no particular what is a element. So I'll depends upon this one. First I'll try to give its parent control V, basic bootstrap form, and inside that I have a div colon nth child of 1, the first nth child. Inside this I have label. Label. Okay, it is finding the label. This is my CSS selector. So I'll go to Eclipse, web element, full name label. Please go driver dot find element by dot CSS selector, and I'll use this CSS selector. That's it. And then I need to import this web element. I'll import this web element. Now Control C, Control V. We have one of the methods called to get the text of a particular element, whether it may be link, whether it may be label, whatever is the web element, you need to find that element. We have get text. You see that get text is a method. It will give you text of that particular web element and it will return you the string. So we need to store in the string I'll say some text is equals string text is equal to full name label dot get text. Get text will give me, you see that string, it will return the string. So now I'll print this out. Text of the label is, what I'll do, I'll say text simply. Okay, we'll try to run this Java application. Okay, completed. We'll close the browser and we'll see. You see that text of the label is full name star. Okay, that is full name star, right? So full name star it is printing. This is how you can print any element text. First find that element using any locator. It can be select CSS or XPath or ID, whatever you want. Once you find that element uniquely, you need to use get text method to get the text. Okay, I am done with this one. I need to find the title. So when I go here, the title of this is register. This is the title, right? This is the title, register. I need to get this register. The page title will be in the top in the tab. So you in this tab you will find. So I need to get the same thing. So I'll go to this one. String page title is equals to driver dot. See, it is not any, what is it? It is not any web element, right? There is the reason you have direct methods. No need to find any element. This is all related to your browser. So browser title, that is. So driver dot, you have get title. You see that get title is a method. It will give you string. So now what I'll do, s out, then title of the web page is, okay, title of the web page is page title. Right, now what I'll do, I'll try to execute the same thing again and we'll see whether it will print or not. Okay, completed. I'll close the browser. You see that register. Okay, so I want to verify again whether it is going there or not. What I'll do, I'll click on web table. Okay, this is the URL. When I go to this URL, the title is web table, right? So I'll navigate to this one and get the title. The next time it has to print web table. We'll give it a try. So how to navigate to particular URL? Again, driver dot get. I'll give this URL. After going there, I'll get the title again. I'll print the title again. Okay, here it will give me register, and after that I'm navigating to webtable.html. There the title is web table, so I am getting the title again, page title equal to driver.get title. So it is giving me the fresh title. So I am printing the same thing. Here I need to get the web table. So we'll give it a try. So it navigated here. So it's done. I'll close the browser. You see that here it is register, here it is web table. Where your web page is, that particular web page title, it will give you when you use driver.get title. Okay, so I'll comment this. I do not want this. I'll comment this much code. So it is just to understand the concept. Now what is that? Get the URL of the web. Okay, it is also give you string URL, otherwise I'll say page URL. Okay, page URL is equals, this is also not related to any element, it's related to that page. So here also you have direct method driver dot get current URL, get current URL. Okay, so now what I'll do, string page, sorry, I need to print, right? I need to print s out URL of the web page is, right? So what is that? Page URL. Now I'll try to execute. What is the title page URL? The same URL we are passing, right? demo.automationtesting.in/register.html. It has to give me back. This is the URL, the current URL. So I'll close the browser. You see that I'm getting the same web pages demo.automationtesting.in/register.html. When you navigate to this one, the same way what we did for the page title, we'll give a try again. What is there? I'll give again. This time it has to give me webtable.html. So run as Java application. Where the focus is, in which web page you are, the same, the current page's title or URLs, it will print according to your method which you are using. So I'll close this. You see that? Webtable.html. Right. It is also working perfectly. So I'll comment this code. I don't need this, as I'm just giving you an extra information that how it is working exactly. So now, attribute of the web element. Okay, attribute means we already know, right? Element may contain, may not contain, but when it comes to the register.html, when I go here, this is placeholder is an attribute, and ng model is an attribute, right? Once you find this element, I want to find what is the placeholder of this particular element, right? So instead of directly giving these locators, what we will do, until you come here, in this we have, sorry, div colon nth child of 2, no, 1, sorry, nth child of 2, inside that you have input. So it is finding this element. So for this particular input box, what is the placeholder value? Okay, by taking its parent, I am finding this element. Once I find that element, what is the attribute value of placeholder? Placeholder is one of the attributes. ng model is one of the attributes. What is the attribute of placeholder? Means attribute value of placeholder. So Control A, Control C, go to your Eclipse. Here, first web element, first name, text box is equals to driver dot find element by dot CSS selector, and this is my CSS selector. Okay, once I get that, first name text box dot, you have one of the methods called, you see that get attribute, and it will give you back string get attribute. Inside this you need to mention which attribute you need. I am interested in placeholder attribute value I need. So what I'll do here, string placeholder attribute value. Okay, string placeholder attribute value. Now I'll print that. Okay, s out placeholder attribute value is, I'll append that placeholder attribute value. Okay, what is the placeholder attribute value? First space name. So it has to give me first space name. So I'll just give it a try. Right click, run as Java application. See. So it is navigating there and it is done. I'll close the browser. You see this first space name. After finding that element, you have one of the methods called get attribute. First name text means web element dot get attribute, and you need to provide the attribute name. Placeholder is name and first hyphen space name is value. This is how you can. Otherwise, you can get one more way is the same string place. It is not ng model attribute value. We have one more, right? First name text box dot get attribute, that is ng hyphen model, right? So I'll print the same thing again here. Ng model attribute value is here and here ng hyphen model. Okay, we'll give a try again. For the same element, I am printing another attribute value. It should come first name. There is no space in between first and name. We'll see whether it is giving perfect value or not. It's done. I'll close the browser. You see that this is first space name, this is first name. There is no space between first and name. So it is working fine perfectly. So we have seen that get attribute of that web element. So page source. What is the page source? Okay, when you come here, we already seen. Right click on any web page, anywhere on the web page, view page source. Then in the separate tab, you will see this is the entire web page source. This is the source, right? HTML code behind this web page. So I can get this entire source also. How you get that? So go here. It is also straightforward. Driver dot get page source. It is also giving me string. So I can store in a string. And so what I'll do, string page source is equals driver dot get page source. So is out page source of the web page is here page source, right? Sorry, one more place came here. So that's it. When I try to execute this, it loaded and it's done. I'll close the browser and you see that in the console, you see the entire code has printed here. See, very big code. So till here, ng model attribute, that is from this is the page source of the page pages from doc type. See, this much code it is printed. Right, it's working perfect. This is how you can get the particular web element text, page title, page URL, attribute values, page source, everything. Okay, very, very important. Most of the times people will get interview questions, and in the real time also, if you want to assert something, means when I go to particular web page, I want to know whether I am navigated to the particular web page or not. You need to get the title and you just assert that whether the title is giving me the same thing or not, right? And current URL also will give you, by taking that you will assert the code whether my script executed perfectly or not, navigated to a particular web page or not, something like that. Okay, this is all about the basic API. So we'll come back to the here where we left. I want to print all the links, and when I'm trying to print all the links, we have seen that Control F /A. So when I go here, see, whenever I go to any anchor tag, the anchor tag is navigating to which link that is represented with href attribute. You see that href equal http automation testing.in, and if I hit enter again, you see that it is going to href equal index.html. When I say again, you see it is going to register.html. So I want to print all these links. So I need to get the href attribute, right? So instead of directly using href attribute there, first I explained what is attribute, all these things how to get. Now I'll use the same thing here in the links. So this is a list. So I'll use for loop, otherwise for each loop. For each web element link, from this links, okay, from this links, string link value is equals to link dot get attribute, right? So you know for loop means for each means from all the links, for each time it will give you the one by one link. First link will come. For the first link, what I need to do? Get the attribute of href, right? For the first link, I'm getting the attribute and placing in the string. Now I'll print that. What I'll say? Link value. That's it. Okay. And the second link it will put, and then for that also it will the getter attribute, it will print. And the third one, fourth one, until it completes this list. Okay. Then so for each links, this is a list of link. So we have something 84, right? For first it will take first link. First links get attribute href, it will store here, it will print. The second link, same logic. Third link until it completes means 84. So I'll run this whether it is printing all the hrefs or not. Okay, we'll see whether it, okay, it's loaded. I'll close the browser. You see that very big list, you see it is 84. From here you see it is printing somewhere there is no value, that is the reason it is printing null. You see, whatever it may be, it is printing right, it is printing all the values. Okay, this is how you can handle with multiple, what is it, elements. According to your requirement, you need to change the logic. But here I am giving the hint that how to work with all these things, how to find multiple elements. After finding all these elements, I want to get the attribute. Tomorrow you want to get the text. So we'll do one thing. I'll copy paste this. For each and every element, I want to print the text. Okay. First, what I'll do is out. I'll put a separator here. Separator means just give the separation like what exactly it is printing. For the same for loop, for each loop, what I'll do, web element, this link, the same logic. Here what I'll do, string, I'll say link text is equals to link dot get text, right? Link dot get text. So I'll print the text now. Sorry, this is link text. That's it. We'll try to execute the same thing again. Okay, I'll close the browser and I'm getting some errors. We'll see. See, wherever there is a text, it is printing. So no such window, target window is already closed. Okay, okay. Before printing that, I closed the browser. That is the reason there is no browser to get all this. I'll execute once again. Yeah, I'll execute once again. And this time what I'll do, I'm not interested to see the browser. I'll go to this one and we'll see here. You see that? You see that here? It is printing. It's still printing. It's done. It's done. You see that? Wherever it finds, see, wherever there is a null, null means nothing. For that nothing, it is not get any text. That is the reason empty space. Where there is a text, it is printing. That is the reason you are finding some null values. Okay. So it is working perfectly. So automation testing. After that, you see that there is empty. So nothing is there. So that is the reason it's not printing. This is how you need to handle with multiple elements. Okay. So we discussed all these things, how to find multiple elements, get the text of the particular element, get attribute, get title, get URL, and we have seen get page source also. Okay. So that's all in this video. Thank you.